Take a look at this scene with me and pay close attention to the details. Gross, right? This is the moment in which you break the archbishop's shell of a body, forcing him to reveal his true self and fight for his life. In the distance, you can see a tilted portrait of what used to be Archbishop Andreas, with huge claw marks and blue blood distorting the image. There is something so poetic about seeing him bloom in front of this portrait, almost like a rebirth into the monstrosity he has become. The attention to detail put into this scene is so mesmerizing to me. The ergo that glitters in the air, the turquoise blood that fills the room, the shimmering gold chainmail infused with gems and bleeding teardrops. It's horrific, and yet so beautifully well done. Lies of P is full of this duality between elegance and disgust. Sure, it's difficult to look past the nightmare that devoured the city of Krat, but just behind the darkness is a beautiful Disney-like tale that was rich with life and humanity. This is Romeo, the king of puppets, and within this puppet is the soul of a stalker who also goes by the name Lampwick. Stalkers are like mercenaries. They would use their superb fighting skills to work for the rich or as hired bodyguards, and are notable by the animal masks they use to hide their face. Romeo offers us to join him in the puppet frenzy, and of course we decline the offer, proceeding to destroy his puppet mech and finally strike the killing blow. However, this is not a victory to celebrate. As the story progresses, we learn more and more about our own and Romeo's past, until finally we receive this message.
I'm Romeo. We grew up together in the Monad Charity House. Remember? We're best friends. I'm doing what I can to fend off both the petrification disease and the alchemists. My puppets and I are taking a stand against death itself. That's why I tried sending you messengers. But you got rid of them all. You're still an unstoppable fellow. I remember you. No reason for us to fight, I suppose. I'm Romeo. We grew up together in the Monad Charity House. Remember? We're best friends. I'm Romeo.
The satisfaction of finally beating this boss for the first time was immense, only to find out later we killed our best friend, who was actually trying to fight for humanity, not against it. This is the disgust and horror that is Lies of P, and it's so fucking brutal. This story and these characters create an immersion that is difficult to match. Let's define two words for a better context here. Disgust, a strong feeling of disapproval and dislike at a situation or person's behavior. You see, disgust does not just define something gross or monstrous. It's also a feeling we get towards certain actions that people make and their true intentions. It's easy to fear these hideous creatures, but what about the monsters that walk among us? The ones with human-like characteristics and a certain charm to them. This is the type of unknown we come to fear in Lies of P. We don't know who is friend or who is foe, and it's fucking terrifying.
Close your eyes.
Elegance is the quality of being graceful and attractive in appearance or behavior. The game is a masterful reflection of the attention to detail and graceful touch that NeoWiz and Studio 8 use to craft this universe. It's like every single element has been made to such a high standard. Each of the citizens have such a unique style, not just displayed in their personality, voice, and demeanor, but their sense of fashion and presentation. Even this broken puppet who cannot leave his graveyard has more of a soul than 90% of most NPCs these days. The way each enemy has a specific and well thought out moveset is what keeps our attention fixated on the game, because one mistake will be punished severely. The very first enemy you encounter attacks in a way that is so unorthodox and can be intimidating for an early playthrough. As you explore and discover surrounding areas, you'll begin to notice the architecture. The old and crumbled buildings, massive mansions and ghost towns, train stations and tram rails. And all this leads back to how fantastic Krat must have been before the frenzy and petrification disease. Whenever I visit Hotel Krat, I'm greeted with such a warm sensation. The vinyl records playing create such a homely touch away from all the madness and chaos, even if only for a brief moment. I wish I could do this game justice with just this video, but no amount of words or images pieced together can describe this game in the same way that a full playthrough will. Lies of P won my heart this year, and I'm so fucking excited to see what they have planned in the future.
Just want you to step with me, dance with me.